Alright, so we are back. Almost like perfect timing with the song. Enter the barracks. Obviously we're joining Blade because it's how we get all the cool stuff and we wouldn't be able to progress the story without it. Bah. Oh, hey Frosty, welcome in. How's it going?
Honey, we're home.
Yes.
You looking in a
amusing.
mirror?
Who wants a fresh cup of tea?
Thank you, Ms. Gu, but I can't stay long. I just wanted to pass along a request from your commanding officer.
Commander Vandam?
Vandam.
Does it have anything to do with our new
I
arrival?
feel like there was a Vandam in
Correct.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
He stopped by while you were out on your tour. He said he'll come back, but that I shouldn't wait to ask you.
Maybe 2.
Here we go. I bet I can guess.
You probably can. He wants to fast-track our new friend here for blade duty with a training assignment. What in the hell are we waiting for?
I haven't even
As he
signed up
put it.
yet.
The commander does have a way with words.
I've never played
Makes
Warframe.
even my pitch sound smooth.
I explained about the memory issues, but he didn't see it as a problem. And to be honest, given our current need for blade recruits, I can't say I entirely disagree.
Hey, it's not me you need to convince. Blade service is voluntary, remember?
Oh, so that's my character,
Of course.
the purple guy.
I would never force or coerce anyone.
I know.
Well, friend,
I was just being
What do
silly.
you say? Can we count on you to do your part?
Oh, look at Nagi's eyes. I mean, I would.
I knew you'd make the right choice. Welcome to the organization. Elma, he can start on your team. You'll begin training immediately.
Oh,
Yes, Mr. Secretary. With pleasure.
All right. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club.
emphasis on the kids, Lynn, because you're a child.
Now then, let's discuss that training assignment.
At least I can get back into
We've
the
decided
action.
to start you out on a probe installation, just to get your feet wet.
I guess we should back up a bit. Here in New LA, we're using a specialized computer system called Frontier Nav to help us deploy a sensor grid across Mira. A network of data probes that allows us to monitor conditions and collect all kinds of information about the planet.
Expanding that grid and filling in the blind spots is one of Blade's
it's
highest
gone.
priorities. Here, take a look at this.
Oh,
What you're seeing on screen is a terrain map that includes New LA and the surrounding landmass. As you can see, we've divided the area into a series of hexagonal blocks.
just like
We call these
D&D
blocks
map.
segments. Together, they form our grid. We determined this was the most efficient pattern, given the limited range of our probes. Based on it,
Oh.
we know exactly where we need the probes to go. Now we just have to install them.
so we're just installing probes.
The
Fair
sooner
enough.
the better, as far as I'm concerned. The Frontier Nav probes can also detect the general locations of living things in the vicinity,
Oh,
which comes in handy if we need to track down a blade or another citizen.
Yes, quite handy indeed. So for this first exercise, you'll be heading here, to that white segment. Go there, install the data probe, and then come back home.
simple.
Got it. East of the city.
In that case, we can take the East Gate out of the administrative district, right? We should be there in no time.
I'll leave the details on the data probe installation procedure to you, Elma.
Of course, Mr. Secretary. All right, you two, shall we?
Yes.
Yeah! Training or not, let's go install the hell out of that probe.
Language. The 60th Warframe and new enemy type, that's pretty good though, because it's a free game, right? So that they're still updating it. I guess they still get money, because I think you have to buy them or something, but having new enemy types, I think is something that Destiny lacked. 50 XP. So many things to do. Noise. That's kind of what you want in a game, especially if it's a. Have you invested money into it? Because I'm assuming you can't just get new Warframes. You have to earn them or pay for them. Can I use this right now? Alright. Alright, alright. Lil Yor.
Man, am I glad we pulled an assignment to the east of the city this time. It'd be a long walk all the way back over to the west gate.
Hold on.
Technosite Coda.
Are we even sure the East Gate will be open? Last I heard, it was still on lockdown from all the high-level indigen activity.
Yeah.
It was, but they just lowered the threat level earlier today. The gates are officially open for business.
Because of us? Or
One of our teams must have gone out there and kicked some furry indigen butt, huh?
oh, I don't want to be boasting. I should though.
Wouldn't surprise me at all. Irina's team is one of our best.
Because we were on the west side.
How does he know Irina and Gwyn?
We ran into them just before we met up with you. They were on their way out to an assignment.
Well, then that settles it. It must have been them, right?
I guess?
Man, forget this amateur hour pro baloney. Those guys are where the action's at.
I'll try not to take that personally.
Want one of those Monado hair
But
pits.
enough talk. We've got our mission to deal with. Let's head out.
Roger. That probe isn't gonna install itself. Let's get to the east gate, shall we?
Give it to me. Alright, that's a slow pan to the obvious gate. Oh, Eleanor's advice. This is Eleonora, Blade Sport lead, here to tell you that the segment feature of your map is now available for you to use. It's displayed on your handheld comm device, and it's a useful tool with lots of info about Mira. Give it a look if you're unsure of where you are or what to do. Okay, but can I do some shopping first? Ah, I can. You can get everything for free. Prime parts, platinum trading. You can farm for them. I see. So you can just, I guess, pay to get it quicker. Oh, sniper, ray psycho launchers, photon sabers, javelins. How much money do I have? I actually have a bit of money, but I think armor-wise, probably better. Also because of... I think this is more casual wear, yeah. That's just an earpiece. Oh. There's no physical resistance. Alright, I'll do that later. I just have a quick peek. Is that standard? Swimsuit top. That's just a necklace. Look at them. They've actually well, not animated. They've textured in nipples. Is that what I was wearing? Oh no, slightly different. That looks cool. Alright, so I'm guessing you can't change the color. You have to just get given what you're given. The game isn't pay to win, it's just cosmetics. Ah, I see. That's good though. Okay, it means everyone gets a fair chance. I'll just have a quick look at the weapons because I feel like I'm weak. So that's more attack. How do I compare? So I currently have... Which one's equipped? My advanced iron knife. But iron knife 2 is better. Interesting. That's what I kind of have. Alright, they're not that much better. I'll just hold off on it for now. Alright, let's go to the gate. think jumping slightly faster. Very few PvP. Oh, that's good. I'm not a big fan of PvP. But I feel like it's kind of similar to Destiny, where it's more fun with people. Kind of gets a bit bleh. Solo.
Hey. Yes?
Why not get used to battling indigents by fighting some Ovis? This place is lousy with them after all. Unlike Grexus and other more ferocious indigents, Ovis won't even attack unless you hit them first. That makes them useful as training dummies. Another piece of advice, don't mistakenly pick a fight with any of the dangerous creatures near Sarum Lake to the north. Numerous skilled interceptors have fallen to the indigents in that area. As noble as the goal of protecting the city is, it's not worth risking your life like that. If you ever catch the eye of one of those indigents, turn and run away. Alright. He seems scared. 1400 hours? That's crazy. Well, we've already fought the big one, but that one is... what is my level? I am level 6. Alright. So, I mean, we could probably handle it, but let's go do the mission. Escaped plane. Let's just collect all these little sparkles. I don't know what to do with these first. I'm assuming there's going to be a crafting thing at some point. Or maybe we just sell them. I don't know. I thought I saw a yellow thing. Oh. What are those? What are those? Are they dead? Oh, this is where we need to go anyway. Hopefully I didn't need to level up Lynn more. Monkey?
What the hell happened here?
What's that?
You don't think that one Sinicula could have killed all these simius?
Unless...
Unless... what?
This is bad.
What's bad? I don't follow you.
That Sinicula. It's a tyrant.
What does that mean?
But it looks just like any other Sinicula.
Think about it. Your typical simius is way higher up on the food chain than your typical Sinicula, right? Usually we'd find one simius standing over 3 or 4 Sinicula corpses. But here the tables have been turned. And I don't see a single trace of any other indigents in the area. There's only one explanation. That Sinicula is a tyrant.
Let me check the Blade Report database. If there's a tyrant this close to the city, someone must have run across it. Bingo.
Does sound
there was
like
a Sinicula
Morgana.
tyrant sighted not too long ago, but it was a couple of segments further out.
It could have followed the blade that spotted it back towards New LA, or come here to feed, or who knows what.
That's crazy. I can't believe there's a tyrant right on our doorstep and HQ isn't doing a thing about it.
Well, don't forget why they sent us here in the first place. Frontier Nav's range is still limited.
Oh, right. They couldn't track it if there's no local probe. They must have lost it when it went off the grid.
Then we will have to suggest killing it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa there, rookie. We're talking about a tyrant here. Do you even understand what that means?
I have no clue what
We
that
should
means.
probably explain. Tyrant is our term for any indigenous life form that falls outside of our usual threat ranking system. In other words, they're too powerful for us to even measure how dangerous they would be to take on.
And too powerful doesn't always just mean physically strong. If a creature has even a single especially nasty trait, it's classified as a tyrant.
Even some of Blade's very best teams have come back with serious injuries after running into a tyrant in the field. If they come back at all.
Oh, I know Morgana. I don't play Persona, but I know it. So just so if you can handle it, how about we just can't leave it so close to New LA? Protect.
As long as you understand the risks involved. Lynn?
Count me in. The same goes for everyone in New LA, but if we're gonna settle here on this planet, we're gonna have to get used to dealing with tyrants now and then. Besides, if I need to, I can always run away while it's busy chewing on one of you guys.
Wow, bitch.
Fair enough. But don't push it, okay? Either of you. If we can take it down, great, but if not, even just luring it away would be a moral victory. As long as we buy enough time to install the probe, we can use Frontier now to track it, or any other tyrant that comes this close to the city from now on. Just make sure you're ready before we attack. This will be tougher than anything else we've faced.
Maybe I should have upgraded my fucking gear then. Engaging a tyrant is no small task, it's important to equip your best before charging in, so double check all weapons and gear. Make sure your arts are ready and leveled up. Okay, that's the first step to going a combat master. Well, I didn't realize our arts could be leveled up. Upgrade. Oh. Alright, does this, I mean, this would be good to be ranked. Reduces the cooldown, increases the effect. Oops, I pushed the wrong button. I see. I didn't even realize we could level it up. Thanks for telling me, girl. That's from the knife arts. And what does this do? Boost evasion, continually restore HP. This is another one that I think would be handy. I mean, I could just make myself a bit more defensive. So reduce the cooldown and increase the effect. Oops. That one I can't do yet because I need 12 of these little things. I don't know what it is. BP. Alright, I should probably check the team. Alright, so everyone gets their own points. Increases to MP by 10 when attacked from the side. I mean, I guess. Okay. Might do that. I gotta upgrade them at least a little. Damn it. I think I'll just get them like a little boost because the other one is 12. And Lynn, I haven't seen your skills at all. What does this do? Just damage. Where's your defensive skills with your shield? Thermal resistance up. Topple. Inflicts topple. Okay. And neither of these can be done, so we'll just do that. There we go. That'll do. I don't really think I have any. Oops, that's fashion gear. We don't need these. I don't think I have any. Okay, it's just Lynn shit. I think I have anything. Oh, worse. Alright, so Lynn's the tank, so I don't even need this. Oh, that is better. So I don't even need the taunt. Alright, I think we're good. Wait, can I should save first. let's see how it goes. So many people playing as the new Warframe. Well, that's generally how things work. Alright, you can aim your attacks at particular parts of your enemy. Reducing the appendage's health gauge to 0 will destroy it. You can change the part where you want with Y or A. Additionally, destroying appendages before defeating enemy may yield extra rewards.
Great company.
Tail. Let's go for that first. Raw.
Fire shadow strike.
It's only level 5.
I'm off
Ow.
balance.
Side slash. Sliding slinger. I'm off balance.
Alright, stay off balance then.
Scream edge.
Flame grenade.
Eat this shot. Maybe it is doing beams.
Appreciate it. Slide knife.
Assault
Move
hammer.
in and do some
Let's
damage.
lay into it.
With my knife skills? Alright, I'll try.
Shadow strike.
I'm trying to fucking break its ass.
Upper hand.
Fire carnival.
All right.
Where the fuck is it?
I'm ready to unload on them.
Sliding slinger.
Right, I'm gonna do my defense.
Nice.
Hold
Move
on.
in and do some damage.
All or
Side
nothing.
slash.
I'm off balance.
What is this tag?
Opportunity knocks.
I'll
Topple.
topple 'em.
Gunfire.
Alright, it's been toppled.
Assault hammer. Flame grenade. All or nothing.
Use an aura. Control the
We
battle.
did it somehow. I still need to understand the battle system, but it becomes difficult fighting
Awesome.
a
Nice
tall
work,
one.
Lynn. You fought well. You did too. Now let's get down to business and install that data probe. If we stay here for long, there's no telling what other playmates might show up.
True.
This beam of light indicates a frontier nav site. It marks the ideal spot to bury the probe.
Okay, the probe should be ready for insertion. I'll just boot it up.
Thanks, Lynn.
Good job,
The top
Lynn.
half of the cylinder contains the probe itself. The bottom half is a laser. It dissolves the soil so the probe can burrow to the proper depth. We tried just planting them on the surface at first, but we kept running into problems with the local wildlife damaging the goods. Burying them is going to save us all a lot of time and headaches in the long run. We all set?
Yes, ma'am. Whenever you're ready.
Why
Do it.
don't you do the honors?
Me?
You can launch it right from your comm device. Give it a try.
Alright. Wait. Alright, I'll do it.
Good. Now we just need to give it a minute to reach the target depth.
Alright, so I just push a button. It's fine. That's easy.
And installation complete. We are now online with a solid connection to Frontier Nav.
Excellent. See? At the end of the day, there's really not much to it.
First
The hardest
fantasy.
part was calculating the ideal probe locations. We need them spread out evenly to maximize data collection.
Yep, planting probes is easy. And the more we plant, the more likely we are to find missing crew. So anytime you see a probe site, there's no excuse not to plant that sucker.
What if I don't have one?
That'll do it for your training. Let's head back to the barracks and report to Secretary Nagi.
How was the Zelda? I saw you finished it. Frontier Nav probe sites, or FN sites for short, are optimal locations to plant data probes. Placing one will reveal segment recon for surrounding segments. Okay. You can go to the main menu, map segments to see which segments contain Frontier Nav probe placement spots. Oh, here's this guy. Lau's advice. Some random I never met give me advice. Did you enjoy it after all your troubles? I'm Lau, a Pathfinder. If we're going to grow Frontier Nav, we need to install more data probes. Plan 1. Simply approach a vacant Frontier Nav probe site and press A. If you find a good spot, be sure to go ahead and claim it. It's common sense, really. Now Elmer's advice. Now that's all left is report back to base, but first I'll let you in on a secret. A giant beast like that is usually best engaged with a skell. Neutralizing a foe like that on foot, especially a tyrant, is pretty risky. So be careful about such things in the future, okay? I see. And now we open up the extra areas. Kinda? Look, Wind Waker is a pretty divisive game. One, it's cel-shaded graphics when the cartoony design of the characters and such puts people off. And two, it's a lot of sailing, more so than like actually on foot exploring, which is a bit polarizing for just some people in general. Yeah, the sailing was improved in the Wii U version, but obviously you were playing the original. And even though it was improved in the Wii U version, it still was sailing. Yeah. If you found all the secrets, though, it would have made things easier, but whatever. Segment Recon shows the detail of the tasks that need to be performed in each segment. Each category is shown with its own icon. Resolving these increases your survey rate. If there's a segment recon task still to address at your current location, a yellow hexagonal area will be displayed on your minimap. This is shown as a segment marker. The segment marker indicates the borders of the segment you're currently occupying. You can also go to the main menu, map segments, and then select a segment and push R to manually display the segment marker for that particular segment of the minimap. Manually set segment markers will be displayed as a blue hexagonal area, even when you're outside the borders. Tyrant, level 25? Fuck that. Alright, so there's some wreckage we can get. Well, you're done with it now, so you don't need to deal with it again. Unless for some reason you choose to. Well, these enemies are getting strong already. Alright, let's go back. Go back to the safe way. Fuel tank. Visities. What was that? Nothing. That is hostile. Level 8. Are we good enough for that? No. None of us are level 8. We can go for this, though.
Strike first and strike hard.
Now it's my turn.
They're attacking together as separately.
Assault hammer. Got it. Now
Green
blast this. Flame grenade.
Target in sight.
I don't need that. It's about to die.
There's no substitute for real combat.
Nice
Polishing
work.
the stone. What's going on here? Alright, so we were humans, even though my guy is purple. And Earth exploded because two alien races were having a war, and Earth was literally just in the middle. So then we evacuated on ships, arcs, and ours was attacked, and we crash landed in this crazy planet that we call Mira, even though we don't know what it's actually called. And now we're just trying to... Thank you for the 2. And now we're just trying to find survivors from the life arc. I can't remember what they actually called it. The life well, something like that, where it has all the citizens in stasis. We're also trying to just explore the area. At the moment, we're doing surveying. We're just trying to understand more about the local ecosystem. It spooked ya? Well. Ease of here is Simius territory. They're smart and highly aggressive, so be really careful. Or you can avoid them entirely by looping it to the south and following the coast. And the gameplay is... it's like light MMO style. So you have auto attacks that happen when you attack an enemy. And then you've got cooldown management that have different effects and combos that you sort of need to maneuver around. It's not as straightforward as I think Xenoblade Chronicles 1, but also you have different classes and weapons that give you different abilities, so you kind of like mix and match to sort of combo with your team. I can show you one. These things are going to attack me. I guess I could attack the big one. I just want to go for something smaller right now. So at the moment I have a knife and a gun, and that's my thing.
Attack from range. Follow me.
So I'm just going to auto attack. My allies are just going to keep talking the whole time, but they will like indicate when to combo. And so will the icons there, but that one's on cooldown right now.
Assault hammer. Got it. Now blast him, the bitch.
Oh, I thought he said blast the bitch.
Flame grenade.
So you can also move like around the enemy, where it's got like side and back and front, to try and get like critical hits and stuff.
All or nothing. Yes.
Oops.
Now tackle it up close. There's no substitute for real combat.
Hope I didn't get in the way.
I don't know what KOTOR is, so I can't really say. It's like Xenoblade Chronicles combat, because it's Xenoblade. Like, I know the name, I've just never seen,
They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack.
stagger them with a melee? Alright.
This will knock them off balance. Yes. Now tackle it up close.
Yeah, I've heard the name, I just haven't seen it.
This'll work best.
Switch to close range combat.
Chrome armor.
Alright.
Slit edge. Assault hammer. Got it. Now blast them to bits.
Blaze them to bits.
Wow, smash!
Knights of the Old
Move in
Republic.
and do some damage.
I haven't played that. I never played that game. I probably should. One of my friends is playing it and it looks fun. So maybe. But right now I'm just like, nah. There's too much shit to play. I still gotta like learn how to play Elden Ring, and then Expedition 33 is coming out soon.
You'll remember the day
We
you
should
fought
weaken
me.
them just to be
Let's
safe.
see what you've got.
Fire Carnival!
Right. This'll work best.
Shadow
Hit him again
strike.
for me!
Assault hammer.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're on top of this now.
Weaken him and lay it!
So doing different arts, because that's what the abilities are called. So we'll swap your weapon. Oh, advanced storm repair. Oops, that's wrong button.
Strike first and strike hard.
Now it's my turn.
I gotta remember which weapon I've got equipped when I start attacking, because I always seem to do a long range attack when I've got a melee weapon equipped.
There's no substitute for real combat.
Hope I didn't get in the way.
But you can learn like a billion abilities, and it's just mainly also these. Look at these mechs. Yes, I will eventually get one. But I just started the game, so they're just teasing me. So right now I just have a knife and a gun. Do I like Star Wars? I don't hate it. But like, do I like it? Look, I enjoyed the Clone Wars TV show and like the animated TV shows more so than the movies. So if it's more like that than the movies, then maybe. And I haven't seen any of the new TV shows. Maybe I should. Oh, is that Van Damme? And Nagi.
Commander Vandam.
Jeez.
Well, now look what the cat dragged in.
Sorry we missed you last time. We could have come to meet you at HQ, you know.
Indeed. I suggested as much. Twice.
And we know how much I enjoy being told what to do. Anyway, I hear you tangled with a tyrant, way out of your league, on a training mission, no less.
He's a piss, mate.
That was reckless, and goddamn magnificent.
There we go. 50 experience, 10,000 money. I don't know what the currency is called. I think it's just called money. But we can have up to 4 party members, and the game does have online capability. We were kind of half explained it. There's a lot of menus and tutorials in this game, but it is a JRPG, so you know that's expected.
Commander, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit here today?
Well, I can't just ask Nagi to do everything for me. I'd be out of a job.
Hey, I delivered you the new recruit, didn't I?
Yeah, you won the bet.
You
Don't
and your
worry
fucking
about it, all right?
skipping.
I'll settle up with you later. You know I'm good for it.
Alright, so it does look like you can skip.
Bet.
I won't.
I'm sure I'm needed elsewhere. If you'll all excuse me.
No, it's spelled
Commander.
the correct way, not the Disney way.
Well, that wasn't
will
obvious
not.
at all.
Huh. Look at you two. I swear, you're like two children excited about a new toy.
Look who's talking. I don't recall ever seeing you file a request to personally train a rescue before.
Is that so odd?
It is before we'd even asked him to become a blade.
I
little
do
sticky
prefer-
rare.
Usually I ask when I don't get your slang expressions, but something tells me to just let that one go.
I prefer Xenoblade Chronicles 1,
Enough
2, and
about
3
that.
voice
Where are
acting.
your manners, anyway? I still haven't been introduced
they're
to our
not
new
American.
recruit here.
Commander Vandam is Blade's top officer.
In a past life, I was chief engineer on the White Whale. Same idea, basically. Someone has a problem, I fix it. You follow? Huh. Not much for conversation, are you?
I'm a silent protagonist, mate.
So you
Don't make
still
fun
haven't
of
told
me.
us why you're here. From the look of things, I'm guessing this isn't a social call.
You don't think?
No. So let's cut the crap and get down to business.
Ha! Sounds like you're learning my expressions just fine, Elma. Anyway, first we need Chatty Cathy here to choose a division and pull an assignment.
I have a feeling Alma's not human, even though my guy apparently is kind of. Ask about the assignment, ask about the divisions.
Pretty much everyone in New LA works for Blade, in one of several different fields. Helping to explore Mira, or to maintain order in the city, or, well, you remember Nagi's speech, right? There are 8 different fields in all, and each one has its own branch within Blade. Officially, they're called divisions. Naturally, you'll want to choose one that best suits your personality and your talents.
The talent is murder.
Let's start with the Pathfinders. Pathfinder's #1 responsibility is planting data probes, like you did on your training mission.
Okay.
It may not be the sexiest job, but important? You bet your ass it's important. We've only been on Mira 2 months. We don't know jack about this place. The more probes we install, the faster we can get our bearings here and give ourselves a fighting chance.
We've already detailed how important it is we expand the Frontier Nav network ASAP. So, for the time being, I'll just remind you of the highlights. It helps us keep Blade safe. It helps us keep the city safe. And most important of all, it's the key to locating the missing parts of the
Life
life
holds.
and recovering the rest of the human race.
Okay, next up, Interceptors.
Okay, these are the combat
You met
focused
Akeloff and
ones.
Evans, right? Irina and Gwen, this is their division. Interceptors have one main duty. Protect New LA and everyone in it from the wildlife here on Mira. Right now, this is probably our busiest division. Interceptors ride shotgun for the research eggheads. They escort VIPs around, and they help any other idiots who get caught out there with their pants down.
Next are the Harriers. Remember Doug Barrett, the Skell pilot conducting the test flight with Lynn? He's part of the Harriers. If you think of the Interceptors as defense, Harriers would be New LA's offense.
Oh?
They specialize in preemptive strikes on clear and obvious threats. But only on clear and obvious threats. They're not meant to go out and just blast any indigen that moves.
Hmm. Does it even
Then
matter?
you got your Reclaimers. These guys are in charge of finding the other pieces of the White Whale. Among other things, that is. Including anything of ours left behind after a battle. Skell debris, weapons, personal effects. It can get a bit morbid, frankly, but it's gotta be done. Until we're up and running here on Mira, and have this place completely figured out. Everything we brought from Earth needs to be treated like it's irreplaceable.
That is.
Also, the search for the Lifehold. That's mostly on the Reclaimers.
Next, Curators. Curators are the first to scout ahead to unexplored territory, bringing back whatever samples they can get their hands on. Fruits, bugs, sticks and stones, you name it. It's not all picking berries, though. Being a curator also means being the first to encounter unknown indigens.
Next? All right, prospectors. Prospectors do, well, prospecting. They poke around, looking for minerals, resources, and whatnot. Things we need for everyday life here. We packed all the essentials we could on the White Whale, but that won't last forever.
Also, we're kind of
We need
missing
to be
half
able
of
to
it.
replenish our water and fuel if we want to survive. And sooner or later, we're gonna have to figure out how to replace things from scratch. From the socket on a Skell's knee joint, right down to the frying pan in Lynn's kitchen. Without these guys busting their butts, we'd have no future to speak of.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, Outfitters. All of our ground gear and Skell weaponry is developed in conjunction with private arms manufacturers, or AMs. Outfitters are Blade's way of supporting these AMs. They'll seek out anything that might inspire new weapon ideas, and even assist with testing new prototypes.
Finally, the Mediators. These are the folks who keep everything hunky-dory with John and Joan Q public.
The
Any
symbol
problems
just
the
looks
city
like
has,
money.
they come to Mediators. Fight with your neighbor? Mediators. Lost cat? Mediators. It's not a division for everyone. You need to be a jack of all trades, and a people person. Someone with my charming personality? Probably not the best mediator. But if you got what it takes, it's a clutch role, keeping things cool
I
on
do
the
wonder
home
if
front.
there's any difference.
All right, so I think that's all 8 divisions. Any idea which one you'd like to join? Don't fret about it too much. Whichever you choose, you still have a lot of freedom in how you operate.
So irrelevant.
Mediators can still get out there and mix it up, hunt indigens, whatever. And if a Harrier wants to take a break and settle an argument, that's their prerogative too. To be honest, even though it's sort of frowned upon, you can actually change your division whenever you like. So there's really no reason to stress about this.
Then why'd I
Alright,
have like an
you
hour
ready to
cutscene?
choose?
I'm not here. I'm not hearing that again.
Yeah, and we're on pins and needles here.
I choose. I'll just. Which one is the best looking symbol? That's the thing. I don't know why this is such a choice, because they made it seem like you can just do whatever you want anyway. So I'll just pick Pathfinders though.
Then it's settled?
Yeah,
All right. Thank God that's over.
I know how you
By
feel.
the power invested in me, yada yada, you're officially a Blade.
Now give me a
Congrats,
skill.
and welcome.
Your
I know you're
choices
gonna
matter.
do great.
Sure do. Look at that purple man. The most human
Now for
of
the
them
job.
all.
Let's get down to brass tacks. Nelson's team has gone missing.
Who?
Last contact we had, they were installing a data probe out in eastern Primordia. Then, nothing.
I
Nelson.
might upgrade my gear though.
Pathfinders, right?
Are we talking indigents here or what?
Your guess is as good as mine, but they did have a skell with them.
Oh?
You'd think they could hold their own, or at least run away.
We're gonna steal their skin.
All right, we're on it. We'll head to their last known location and go from there.
Report whatever you find ASAP.
Of course. Let's move out.
Roger that.
Vanadium, 100 experience, track. Hoping this is the quest that gives us the skill. You're officially a blade now. Congrats. Becoming one of us grants you access to a variety of services, including the shop terminal, an AM terminal, the mission control, and more. Some services still off limits at the moment, but I'll get back to you about those later. Ever wish you could just zip straight back to a place you visited? Well, that's why we have fast travel. It allows you to instantly return to significant landmarks, as well as any Frontier Nav sites that have data probes installed. Just access it on the map. Arms manufacturers, or AMs, support us from the sidelines by developing new weaponry and gear, and by utilizing their services, we can support them too. Head to the AM terminal in the Armory Alley and learn more about working with AMs to make new gear. Man, so many talking. Missions comprise duties and requests received directly from the concerned parties, or mission control. They are divided into 4 categories and provide rewards in affinity when completed. Story missions. Advance the game's main story. You can accept them at the Blade Barracks. Affinity missions heavily feature your team members. You can accept them wherever you see them at a relevant icon. Normal missions from Kirsty. Why is she looking like that? Mostly requests from NLA's citizens or fellow blades. You can accept them whenever you see the relevant icon. And basic missions, simple tasks like defeating enemies or collecting items. You can accept up to 20 for mission control. Alright, I think I get those. Maybe not. Blade Reports are a communication tool that residents of Mira use to share useful information they come across. When you visit a segment for which you haven't completed the segment recon yet, you may receive a Blade Report post. If you do, check your current position on the segment view of the map screen to confirm the segment recon objective, and do your best to resolve it. Oh boy, that was a lot. Can I access this yet? Oh, I can just... Okay. Customization set of console barracks. Okay, so I can just change the color of the barracks. I thought it was letting me change me. High's a useful feature, a virtual simulator designed to give you a concrete measure of your skills by letting you run point attack challenges. I've already used it regularly to get a feel for how your performance is improving over time. I see. Oh, and that's how I can... Bonus items? I've received bonus items. I wonder if this is something that they added that was new to let you sort of train, essentially. We will see. I'm sure we will see. Alright, I did get some new stuff though. Oh. That's worse, but look how cool it looks. Also, it's a sword. That is... Is that what I'm currently got equipped? No. Okay, so it's exactly the same, but it has different passives. TP gain, recovery up. I'll just equip it then. That one has better upgrades. Survival goggles. Gravity resistance goes down, but like, does that matter? How often will the animals be affecting me with gravity? Alright, I look ready to kill. Where's the AM thingy? Sadie wants a quest. Was it over here? AM terminal. Because if we can develop new gear, that will be handy. Investing Miranium in an AM's development is a one way of interacting with them. Contributing enough will increase their corporate level, bringing new products to their lineup. Another way of interacting with AMs is by contracting them to upgrade the battle traits. Additional effects on your gear. Doing this requires materials salvaged from enemies, alright. One more way of interacting with AMs is by contracting them to engineer augments for inserting into empty slots in your gear. Requires materials, resources, uranium. Additionally, if you have augments you're no longer using, you can dismantle them to get back the materials and resources. Uranium will not be refunded. Is that the money? You can also interact with AMs by contracting them to create powerful gear that is not ordinarily available in shops. Requires stuff. Materials required to upgrade battle traits can be set for tracking on the navigational panel. Do so while browsing the menu. Materials set for tracking can be double checked in the material tracking category. Furthermore, enemies from which have the necessary materials that may be salvaged will be marked with a tracking icon. Alright, so it's kind of like wish listing in Monster Hunter, except it... well, it pretty much just is that. Develop new gear. Weapons. Ooh, assault. I can't... they're all... look at the level. Level 20? Yeah, I can't do that. I'm assuming I can't do that. Oh, wait. I can get them to make... clothing wear as well. Bunny headbands and bunny top. Wow. All right. That's something to look at later, I think. All right, where are we going? This Sadie Beach wants something. Killed an engine the other day and a weapon popped out of its belly. Now I'll wield it in combat to honor the comrade that the monster ate.
Now what?
Alright. Excuse me. Sorry to bother you, and I know you're terribly busy, but is there any way you might help with a rather urgent request? I promise I won't take much of your time. Heck, I don't have much of my own to spend taking up yours. Sorry, getting off track. Anyway, I know I should be running this request through official channels and all that, so I'm sorry. But there's just no time. I'm desperate at this point, and I'll literally take any help I can get. Not to say that you're just anybody. You're great. Ha 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 ha. Look, I know I must sound completely bonkers, but just hear me out, okay? That's all I ask. For someone who has limited time, she sure is not shutting the fuck up and telling me what she actually needs. Listen. Really, you're going to listen to me? We've already wasted this much time, so might as well. Oh man, what are the odds the very first person I asked to help me out? Like 9 to none? I'm shy, you see, and I'd about worked myself into panic thinking I'd have to keep approaching strangers. What with the staring and the awkwardness and... Yes, so I need you to deliver some supplies to a blade team out in the field. I'm a mechanic, you see, specializing in skills. I tend to head up a lot of important projects. Did that sound braggy? Anyway, I just got a call from a team that's always been really nice to me. They asked me to bring them supplies so they can do a field repair on their skills. Apparently something called a whimsical duo Gil attacked them after they left on a mission, and now they're stranded out there. I pride myself in customer service, but me wandering around outside the city is just, no, bad idea. Bad idea. Especially with a whimsical duo Gil. That broke the skull is still kicking around. Much as I wanted to help, I'm just a mechanic. There's only so much I could do. But on the other hand, that all those poor skulls lying there all beat up just broke my heart. So I gathered some adventure-y stuff and left town. But then I kind of panicked about what to do next. The only sane plan I could come up with was asking someone else to help. And then you came along. It's like magic, only not. Anyway, I should post this to mission control. Oh my lord, that was so long. But I don't have time for rules, man. I can't just stand around filing out paperwork and cutting red tape or whatever. We're just standing around talking about it. You could have just done it by that time. Oh, and I'll pay you, of course. Or actually, the leader of the team you'd be rescuing will, I hope. At any rate, they're really in trouble, so if you could get these supplies to them, I'd really appreciate it. That was the longest possible way to just tell me to deliver an object. Crazy. Alright, I said I was going to check my gear. Oh, I got new gear. It's fine. My teammate will be fine as well, right? They should get their own gear. I don't have to pay for it. I can't tell if jumping is faster. It feels faster. But I could be wrong. Actually, I should check the map. Where are we going? Where's the quest? Is this it? I don't actually know where it is. Oh, there it is. Oh, wait, no, that's her quest. That's the actual quest we need to do. I think. No, that's the story quest. It's on the way anyway. Jesus. Getting a little lost already. Alright, once I get to level 10, I should be able to change my class. And that will let me equip different gear. I'm not really vibing with the knife. That moon looks like it's on fire. Alright, let's go collect some shit on our way. Alright, that thing's level 8 and aggressive. We are level 7. I feel like we might be able to handle it if it's by itself.
Great company.
Engaging. Lay down some fire for me.
Alright.
I'm punching a hole in you.
Fire carnival!
They said to light some fire.
West
Side flash.
Assault hammer. Slit edge.
Right, there we go.
Recuperate.
Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
Chrome armor.
Sliding slinger. Shadow strike.
Yummy.
Slit
Well
edge.
down!
Side flash. Upper hand.
Flame grenade.
Find
an opponent that's
worth
True on any planet.
Alright. See, wasn't too bad. With enough people. Alright. Sites. Blah 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 blah. Alright, so this is where the beacon is. So I think we can fast travel or something there. We'll just do a quick save just in case. Oh wait, rank? That's different. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break and then we'll do some of the, what's that? It's unaccepted. Maybe I'll do that first, because this quest may automatically send me back to town. Place a marker. Yeah, that'll do. Wait, did I not do that? Oh my god, what the fuck? There we go. Alright, I don't think that works. Either way, I'm going to take a quick break.